and her eyes were green. And she spoke the language of the trees. A breeze touched my ear each time she spoke. But now I choke, because she's running out of air for me. I know she still cares for me, but how can she supply me oxygen in the midst of a war for air? Pollution is a terrorist, and we are its victims. No, our children are its victims. Our children are its victims, and it's sickening to be the cause of your bloodline's death. But every time you smoke a cigarette, you shorten her breath. Stop.
But what?
Wait.
But what? The damage to Mother Earth has already been done,
and her recovery is a discovery that we must embark on. But we're so far gone from the cure.
Hardly anything's natural in nature anymore.
So instead of injecting her with the penicillin of peace, we go and bomb our siblings overseas to ensure our gasoline.
But you know what?
It all starts with one seed. It's a need for growth, creating the strength of a tree.
It's a plea for peace in
what was a forest overrun with metal weeds and greed. Plant it on the streets while Mother Earth screams.
Stop killing me, please.
Storms flee from my mouth. Hurricanes and tornadoes come out.
And the glaciers break down in humility of the presence of the one who gave them birth.
You see, I love Mother Nature because she loved me first and gave me shelter. Whether or not I dealt her litter and trash on the corner like cocaine, see, I is slain.
Her dream for our future.
Only concerned about today.
Not concerned for our children's fate.
I didn't notice the change in the clouds, okay?
Assuming they would always be around to replenish the world now.
Acid pours to the shores and we force nature to pollute itself. But like the Holocaust, the undeniable cause of these crimes can't be swept under the shelf. They can't be buried under the depths of ignorance. Justice will find this body count with the fury. May God be the judge, because wildlife is the jury.
And Mother Earth, we should be curing, but since destruction is much easier,
we'll let her die. Let the firecrackers from the 4th of July be her embalming fluid, and she'll lose herself one state at a time.
I mean, ask yourself, do you live on the shore?
Are you sure that you're safe on the day when the water comes flowing in, or if your state is blown away by the uncompromising winds?
Or if those levees in New Orleans will ever break again, because you know white folk don't got the interest of
our people at heart, and it's only smart to be prepared for the worst.
Not only for ourselves, but for the little girl in Ghana who will never have the luxury of driving a car.
But her life has been cut short because CO2 emissions pissed in the ozone.
Froze on this mentality.
Unhealthy luxuries, obesity, dumping our trash in third world countries. I'm sorry, Haiti. America's living like a spoiled baby. We want what we see, and we'll do anything to get it. No one warns us, but we don't pay attention. It falls on deaf ears. We neglect to hear it.
And I don't care if you're not feeling me.
Just take it back to your community. When I think of nature, I see trees. I hear wind. I feel grass wet with dew outside of church on Sunday morning. I smell millions of pounds of carcinogen-laced sludge dumped as free fertilizer on the farms of Missouri. I envision the tumors and the children of Cameron, sized and thrown like baseballs to their brains. Since 1983, these bastards dump poison for free. They shed cows at the tannery with chromium-9, then put it back in the ground like charity. But you reap what you sow. So we're dying from the carcinogens and the food the farmers grow. Why ignore the Appalachian Mountains being topped, then dropped in streams to be forgotten? Dropped on American homes sounds more like Sodom. When I think of nature, I can't help but cry. As the children of Uganda are dragged into armies to kill or die because natural resources have been depleted. Secreted from the tip of a European misogynist society into the mouth of the wealthy. When I think of nature, I recall the Berlin Conference of 1984 when 14 powers met to divide the resources of Africa. I think of those suffering from the continued theft of African wealth as the balance nature intended is tilted. The wealth of superpowers came from third world countries. They built it. We steal it. When I think of nature, I hear cans. I hear cans clinging onto concrete from passing cars. Burger King bags blowing in the wind on Prospect. Beer bottles smashed like inner city dreams on curbsides. But is the pollution exterior or is the contamination inside? It's revolting. The horrors. Those in power try to hide transgender fish. 394 billion water bottles thrown in landfills each year, though 40% of bottled water is regular H2O from the tap. We remain oblivious. Unspoken word with unseen consequence. Unspoken word with unseen consequence. Unspoken word with unseen consequence. We remain oblivious. Pharmaceutical companies dumping drugs into streams, admitted. Using water cleaning data from the 1950s, forget it. Yet we're passing out more and more Ritalin each day. Don't ask the doctor about your ADD, consult the EPA. When I think of nature, the images I see are merely a corollary to 16 years of living in a world that had light before life, yet most of its inhabitants dwell in the dark. I mean, I don't pick up every can I pass on the street, but understand that we poets and our gift must be utilized in the cause for going green. So when the next generation steps stage right onto the scene, when they think of nature, this will not be what they see.